great guy out there just inspecting the world, right? And I get to tell everybody what was going on with or how well they were doing their mission. And then I get told I have to come to headquarters Marine Corps. And then not only that, but I have to do a job called acquisition. I could barely spell it, let alone do it. And so I want to focus on my 28-year career, but I have to go back to the last 4 years of active duty because they actually sent me to headquarters Marine Corps for my last 4 years, and it was to do acquisition. And I showed up, and I can still tell people there are claw marks all the way up 95 where they drug me up because I wanted no part of coming to headquarters Marine Corps. I really wanted to go to 2nd Marine Division and be their Chem Bio officer. So anyway, all of that being said, it's amazing how opportunities present themselves. I came to the arena for acquisition, and I got to tell you, I didn't know anything about the victories or defeat of acquisition. There were just, I knew nothing other than how to abuse equipment. I mean, I love to go out and use it and then tell somebody that didn't work very good. And so little did I know that I was the guy that was supposed to fix some of that. So I was sent up to do Chem Bio equipment. And my boss at the time was a civilian. His name was Mr. Doug Davis. And so I walked in. One, I was really not wanting to do it. And two, they started spouting off words like milestone 1, milestone 2, milestone 3, developmental testing, operational testing. And I'm looking at them like, you know, they're nuts. And then they go, he gives me a word that I'm going to focus on a little bit, arguably legal. And so I want your imaginations to wander because it's not what you think. But anyway, so I'm carrying on. I learn all of these things. I learn all about those, and there was books, there were some magazines, there was stuff there, but no school. We just had to learn on the job and by whom was in the audience, and or who was in the room. And so as I thought about it, I could find everything except arguably legal. I could not find out what that meant. And so I went in and I asked Mr. Davis what that word meant. And so I'm going to read some of the words that he gave me and see if some of them don't ring true today. Multiple ways to accomplish the mission, multiple paths. Lots of people want your job and will all help you steer the job and will help you get to a safe path with little or no risk. And so the warfighter was his first good comment to me. Know what is right and what is wrong. That was his second comment to me. Work towards an 80 to a 90% solution or performance. Take risk and move out. So I got up and I left, and I'm still scratching my head. The guy never told me what arguably legal is. So most of you think of my career as Chem Bio, and it has been, but I was also, I was the Marine Corps Infantry Combat Equipment. I was also the clothing guy for the Marine Corps. I was the food feeding guy for the Marine Corps. I was the medical guy for the Marine Corps. Acquisition. Here's a guy that didn't know what arguably legal meant, and he'd only had heard some words a few times, and yet I was in them. And so some of this will relate because I got a call one day, and they came in and told me that the Commandant of the Marine Corps had given me a personal call. Okay, what did I do wrong? Don't get calls from the Commandant of the Marine Corps. And there are a couple in this audience. Where is Gabe? Is he still here? Oh, there he is. There are a couple in this audience that were with me. Mark Zimmerman, Gabe Patricio. We were all bandits together down in the Marine Corps trying to figure out how to do this acquisition stuff. And the Commandant says, I want a new combat uniform. I'm tired of looking like the Army. I'm tired of looking like the Navy, and I'm tired of looking like the Air Force. I want a new combat uniform. And so I'm going, okay, this is a job for a great major or lieutenant colonel. So I called in Mr. Zimmerman, or Lieutenant Colonel Zimmerman, and Gabe Patricio, and I asked them to help. And off we went on providing a uniform that you now know today as what you see everybody wearing in the Marine Corps, in the Army, in the Navy, and in the Air Force. They're all just a little bit different, but that was my task. And so I'm going to tell you now what arguably